Okay, here we are. Moses fixing to receive the 10 Commandments, the actual tablets, right? We've already heard them. We already know what they are. God's already spoken them to the people. But here he receives the tablets. Verse 12, it says, Then the Lord said to Moses, Come up to me on the mountain, stay there, and I will give you the tablets of stone on which I have inscribed the instructions and commands so you can teach the people. So Moses and his assistant Joshua was set out. Right? Joshua was playing key in all this. He sat under the learning tree, so to speak, for over 40 years. That he was Moses' assistant and watched and learned, and then it became his time to lead the people when God called him. Verse 14, Moses told the elders, Stay here and wait for us until we come back. Aaron and Hur are here with you. If anyone has a dispute while I'm gone, consult with them. Then Moses climbed up the mountain, and the cloud covered it. And the glory of the Lord settled down on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it for 6 days. On the seventh day, the Lord called to Moses from inside the cloud. And to the Israelites at the foot of the mountain, the glory of the Lord appeared at the summit like a consuming fire. Then Moses disappeared into the cloud as he climbed higher up the mountain. He remained there for 40 days and 40 nights. So remember, Israel is camped at the foot of this mountain, right? And so Aaron and Hur and these 70 elders were part way up the mountain. Joshua and Moses go further up, and then Moses alone goes up to meet God at the top of the mountain. So whatever this was, whatever kind of consuming fire, however this may have looked, the presence of God on top of Mount Sinai lingered for 40 days, and Moses was up there. And the people could not see God. They could not see Moses, but God left them reminders of his presence. They could see this. They knew he was there. He rested on the top of Mount Sinai. The Hebrew verb there is dwelt. It's used in a technical sense later when it's talked about God's Shekinah glory, right? That God's presence dwelt among them. And we'll talk at some point about that Shekinah glory. We'll get into some more detail about that. So he calls out to Moses, you come forward. Everybody else was to stay away. So Moses, being God's spokesman and the prophet, was allowed to come into this presence and to be in the presence of God in this fashion. And this is really going to lead us to the golden calf here pretty soon. But Moses was brought into the presence of God. Can you imagine sitting at the bottom of Mount Sinai and seeing God's presence in a consuming fire, what they had to look like? For them to just be overwhelmed by this. And what was it like for Moses to be in that place and be in the presence of God? You guys have a great day. See you later.